Our next speaker believes most entrepreneurs don't fail because of their product or idea. It's something deeper. There's a lot of uncertainty within entrepreneurship. It is so important to unlock the success code within. He is an NLP practitioner and trainer, a clinical hypnotherapist, and business coach. But his journey wasn't always smooth. He once hit rock bottom himself, only to transform his mindset, rebuild his life, and now coach entrepreneurs to overcome fear, self doubt, and sabotage so they can thrive. Over the next 10 minutes, you will learn 3 powerful steps to re engage with your vision, unlock confidence, and build a business that actually lasts. And you'll put the first step into action right away. Now, what you might not know is that he once walked away from a stable career in civil engineering to pursue this mission, proving that the boldest moves often create the biggest breakthroughs. And when he's not speaking, you'll find him playing volleyball, performing improv, looking for romantic love, or guiding through people through transformational experiences that unleash their limitless potential. Here to share with you how to crack the code to entrepreneurial success, help me welcome Phoenix Rising.
Who here feels like they're doing everything right, but success feels just one step ahead? If that's you, just raise your hand. Yeah. It almost feels like success ghosts you, right, Nisha? It's like going on that first date. It goes really well, and they're like, "You're awesome." And then you never hear from them again. Dating in 2025, it's complicated. But the good news is you're not alone and you're not flawed. I remember 8 years ago, I was living out of my van with my dog. I had quit my civil engineering job and I moved to Los Angeles to get on the big screen. I only lasted 4 days. I could not wait to get out of Los Angeles. I blamed LA. But the truth of the matter is that my outer world was just reflecting my inner world, and there was a misalignment. I had no belief in myself, and I was dealing with like imposter syndrome. Who here has dealt with imposter syndrome? I'm assuming a lot of people, yeah. It's like having that one friend who always says, I don't think you can do that. Please cut that friend out. So let me ask, have you ever made a bad business decision? Like you can raise your hand or not. I made so many, 20 of them in my first year of business, and it was very costly. Yeah. And have you ever asked yourself, why did I do that? And then next question, have you ever maxed out your credit card for your business? I maxed out my Bank of America and my American Express card to do a hypnosis training and an NLP training. Yeah, you could say I'm stubbornly stupid. And then lastly, who created this place and why didn't it make it easier? So if you look around, others feel the same. Entrepreneurship is like a roller coaster. You build the tracks, but it's like you have to build the tracks while you're riding it. And if you don't have the right inner alignment, you can go off the rails. I did everything wrong to start. I stubbornly refused to get a job when I started my business. I needed more income. I cashed out my 401k. I expensive office space, an ad campaign. I got a book coach. And that book never got written. On average, I only averaged one client a week, and I went broke after a year. Can anyone relate with the struggle? So I want to share my screen and I want to share some statistics. Okay. 1 million businesses start each year. And by year 2, a third are gone. By year 5, half are gone. By year 10, two-thirds are gone. And by year 20, only 2 in 10 survive. That means people are willing to work for decades with stress, anxiety, scarcity before they finally give up. I don't want that for you. You deserve success. I truly believe that. I remember my first 6 years of business, I feel like I failed over 2,000 times. Have you ever got fed up with the workday and just gave up? Plot twist. The ones who survive, they're not the smartest. They're not the ones that are most financially resourced. They're the ones that know how to master the inner game. And they know the real work is the inner work. I once had this frustrated client. Her name is Jenny. And she was ready to give up her business altogether. And after 15 hours of clearing out subconscious blocks, she became unstoppable. Yeah. Have you ever considered quitting? What keeps you going? Is it freedom? Yeah. Is it purpose? Of course. We just want to help people, make the world a better place. Why does it have to be so hard sometimes? I want to know, what game are you playing? Are you playing the outer game where you take all these actions and you don't really get the result you want? Or are you the person that takes too little action and you also don't get the result you want? What if I told you there was a third option? What if you played the inner game where you transform your beliefs, your identity, your inner world? People ask me all the time, how did you do it? And I told them, I feel like I cracked the code. And I'm going to share that code with you at the end. But first, I need to share the 3 biggest mistakes that entrepreneurs make that lead to slow, silent failure down the road. Mistake number 1, not fully committing. Who here doubts? Yeah. Who here doubts? Who here says, what if this doesn't work? What if I fail? You know, going half in and half out, that completely kills momentum. I almost quit after year 1. I panicked. Out of fear, I got a civil engineering job. After 2 weeks, I felt like I betrayed myself. I quit that job and I said, I'm willing to go homeless. And then I maxed out my American Express business card to do an NLP training. No money, no credit, no problem. So, what would happen if you committed more deeply, like 100%, right? I want you to incorporate a new mantra. I want you to say this out loud, all right? Repeat after me, commit fully and the path appears, all right? And say it again or say it in your head, commit fully and the path appears. So allow yourself to surrender fully. Mistake number 2, having unrealistic expectations. I thought success was going to be easy. Spoiler, I only did a hypnosis training and had 500 hours under my belt. The truth is it takes time to build something. Malcolm Gladwell says it takes 10,000 hours. And I want to know, how many hours do you have? Like, type it in the chat. Are you at 500? Are you at 2,000? Are you at 5,000? Go ahead and type it in there. Maybe you're at 10,000. I'd like to see. Whoa, 50,000 was the first one that popped up. It's wild. And I can tell you that after 5,000 hours, it does get easier. At least it did for me. Yeah, Phyllis is at 10,000. Awesome. But the most important part about this message, I want you to create tremendous value. I did personal development, mindset coaching, practice with clients, develop my skill sets, sometimes for no cost. And I did a lot of trades. developing my craft. I ask you to do the same. The next new mantra I want you to do, say it after me, value first and the money follows. Okay? One more time, value first and the money follows. Make yourself drip with value. And now, mistake number 3, not investing in yourself. I was broke and willing to go homeless, and I still invested in my personal development. My credit card whimpered when I scanned it, but I feel like that paid off tenfold. Ask yourself, when was the last time you invested in yourself? And I'm not talking about outside yourself. I'm talking about improving inside. That investment compounds. You are the asset. All right, last mantra. Repeat after me, invest in me and success comes easy. All right, one more time. Invest in me and success comes easy. Or you can bet on crypto. I recommend Bitcoin. So remember, the real work is the inner work. And now I want to share that code that I cracked, right? It wasn't luck. It wasn't because I was stubbornly stupid. It's this. Your outer world mirrors your inner world. And success is not something you chase. It's something you unlock. And the key is you. I didn't have a business problem. I had a belief problem, a confidence problem, an identity problem. And once I fixed that, everything changed. The one thing I want you to take away from this is that the real work is truly the inner work. Become the best version of self that gets everything you want. Can you do that? Yeah? Let's go. And I have a challenge for you. 3 questions. Where can you commit more deeply? How can you serve more value? And what's the next investment in yourself? And if you do those 3 things, you will be past the 80 other percent of people that quit down the road. And if you want my help, I will do a free discovery call to help find your subconscious blocks. Just go to my website, themindguy.net. I'll post it into the chat. But lastly, get out there and be stubbornly brilliant.